Hello everybody, and we're here for our first kind of mid-session report of Baselworld 2018, just to give you and share with you a bit of the sense that we have already experienced here. So I'm with Nola Martin, who has been helping us out on various video reports, and we have obviously plenty coming your way soon. So first of all, I mean, what do you feel about the general feel of this fair?
So there's been a lot of talk going into it, that's for sure. And press day started out a little bit slow, but it's honestly been gaining traction. Today especially, it feels very busy, and really going into the Saturday and Sunday when public shows face, and it feels really packed. So far it feels pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard the same. I mean, I've seen brands being pretty happy. The independents behind us are obviously pretty happy, and we are also very, very happy because for our first time here with our own little booth, I mean, it's mighty cool to encounter so many people from the audience coming to talk to us, and it's pretty cool to have this kind of real human, physical interaction with them. So talking about the timepieces, we haven't yet seen everything, obviously, still plenty of things to explore, but there's a few tendencies, I would say, that we can already kind of highlight.
Yeah, for sure, GMTs are a hot topic right now. There's a Rolex and a Tudor for sure that everyone's talking about, and they're pretty impressive to see. And then if you go down the independent atelier, there's a lot of impressive new watches and innovations that we'll be happy to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, we see that people from the audience, the public, is really keen and happy to go and walk through this atelier section of Baselworld, because that's where you see quite a lot of creativity and things that you wouldn't see elsewhere, and things that, I mean, always kind of new brands popping up, and that's cool to see that there is still some momentum going and creativity. Okay, but Baselworld is also about kind of a lifestyle-ish dimension to it, and there's been a couple of events, and naturally, Hublot, I mean, they're there to kind of mark their spot, and they organize something quite impressive, I would say.
I mean, they know how to throw a good party, or a press conference, I mean. So they had an impressive press conference with Usain Bolt and a lot of their ambassadors to kind of announce and really show their collaboration with FIFA and the World Cup in Russia. So it was a huge football game with a lot of stars.
Diego Maradona, Jose Mourinho was there, they were all playing. I mean, Usain Bolt was playing. And one of the objectives, obviously, that, I mean, Hublot has been a partner of the World Cup for, I think it's the third time, I think. And this time, I mean, they're introducing a smartwatch that the referees will actually wear during the match. And this watch is not only telling time, but it has a real function, because it will, for instance, provide the referees with information on the goal line technology and things like that. So that's why they kind of focused everything on the football side. But glamour didn't stop there.
It continued at Chopard. They brought along all their ambassadors as well, such as Colin Firth and Juliana Moore. But their topic was quite different. It was about sustainable luxury.
Yeah, it was a bit more kind of going back to something a bit more meaningful, but a very interesting thing.
I mean, I applaud their efforts and their Fairmined in Gold. They have their own foundry in-house, and they're really taking charge of where the gold comes from, and making lives change and changing people's lives in the mines. And they're transitioning every material, jewelry and watches, into Fairmined in Gold.
And
so pretty soon, by the end of the year, I think it was July, by the end of the year. And we spoke with Miss Caroline Scheufele to talk about her goals in sustainable luxury.
First of all, we are 100% family-owned company. We are from Switzerland, we are Swiss, and maybe we are a little bit more sensitive to causes. During a trip to LA in 2013, I met Livia first, when her husband was wearing a beautiful Chopard Luc watch, and he received the award for Best Actor for The King's Speech. I was having a coffee with her, and she was telling me all her engagement with Eco-Age, which concerns more the fashion industry, and she was very excited and dynamic, and you know, you see how she talks. So she said to me, "So what about your gold? Where does your gold come from?" And I said, "Well, I suppose from the Swiss banks." But before I really finished my answer, I know where she was going to take me. So shortly afterwards, we started to work with ARM, and the first gold mine was certified in Colombia. And that's how it really started. We didn't go to consultancy or anything. It really came out of a natural, quick decision. And 5 years down the road, I think we've achieved a lot. And I think it was the right step to take, the right journey to go on.
So this is quite I would say, quite remarkable or responsible initiative by Chopard. I guess other brands will also follow there in that direction, because I mean, for the consumer, it's very important to know that, I mean, there is again some sense of responsibility into where the gold comes from, where the stones and things like that comes from, because I mean, people are not willing to buy anything anymore. I mean, there's quite a lot of serious issues behind. We've heard about, unfortunately, really horrible stories, I would say, here and there, you know, about child labor and things like that. So,
yeah.
I mean, to get away from any of those kind of problems, I think it's indeed a pretty, I mean, wise thing to do.
Yeah, consumers are interested too. It's a pretty transparent world today, so people want to know where things are coming from and what the effect is on the world.
Yeah. So coming back on our booth, I mean, tonight we'll be hosting a little press conference. This is pretty cool because we'll be announcing to everybody, you know, this kind of watch stripping, a new service that we're pulling together. So we're just going to explain this a little bit more further, and also talk about some further collaboration with China, with other people that we're working. So this is a pretty, I mean, it's a cool place for us to be, and it's really exciting to be really in the middle and feel this excitement and meet all of you guys around here. And one additional thing I wanted to say, it was really cool also to have our two guests from the States that came here for the very first time.
Yeah, they were awesome. Their impression of the Baselworld for the first time is just so cool to watch.
Yeah, that was, I think they enjoyed that much, so we still have a few things to share with you on that level. So thanks a lot for your time, and obviously we'll come back with another kind of summary to wrap up at the end of Baselworld. Thank you.